Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And girl, it's some stuff I wanted to talk about. Um, I wanted to talk about Kevin Gates, and I don't know if I want to talk about Fredro. What's his name? Fredro Starr. I mean, because I feel like we've already had this conversation, but it kind of like got me worked up a little bit. When I get worked up, I feel like I have to get it off of my chest. Um, let's start out with this story. I saw this on the Jasmine brand. Um, but I actually went to another site because I wanted to see if they had more information. So this is according to stlouistoday.com. So, oh, and also this is a little merch from my collection. It's a collection for me. Hold up. See? Quiet as kept. I'm that girl. I'm really that girl. Beyonce says I'm that girl, but I put I'm really that girl. So for all the girls who know that they're that girl, let the girls know. Let the girls know I'm that girl. Ooh, yes. All right, so let's get into it. The owner of Sweetie Pie's soul food restaurant accused an Arkansas-based YouTube creator of defamation this week over comments about an alleged murder-for-hire plot involving the family. Robbie Montgomery, who starred with her family members in the reality TV series Welcome to Sweetie Pies, said in a lawsuit filed Monday that Phyllis Flint and Shanice Cotty defamed her by publishing a video in which they accused her of being involved in criminal activity and promiscuity. Ooh, girl. Some of the comments reference Montgomery's connection to her son, James Timothy Norman, who is charged with orchestrating the fatal shooting of his 21-year-old nephew, Andre Montgomery Jr., who also appeared on the reality show. Charges say Norman hired a woman who was working in Memphis, Tennessee to help in the March 2016 killing near Fairground Park, and then attempted to collect Andre Montgomery's life insurance benefits. Most of the defamation allegations center on a video on Flint's YouTube channel. The video, which had nearly 250,000 views as of Friday afternoon, features a recorded conversation between Cotty and Flint in which the two women accused Robbie Montgomery of crimes related to her grandson's death, including murder and being an accessory to murder. They also accuse her of having a promiscuous and adulterous sex life during her time as one of the original Ikettes with the Ike and Tina Turner Review, according to the lawsuit. The video with Cotty immediately became Flint's most popular and resulted in an exponential increase in her viewership, the lawsuit states. The suit says Robbie Montgomery's reputation has been damaged by the allegations and that the comments were malicious, intended to expose plaintiff to hatred, comment, and ridicule. In a live video posted Friday afternoon while eating lunch, Flint said all of the content on her show was for entertainment purposes only, and allegedly, I ain't did nothing wrong, she said. I plead the fifth. Girl, you better. Cotty could not be reached for comment. She did not have any attorneys listed in court documents. A trial in Norman's case is set for September the 6th. Ooh, girl. I don't know. I just saw this story, and it instantly reminded me of Tasha K. It instantly reminded me of Tasha K. I don't know who these YouTubers are. I really don't keep up with Miss Robbie like that. I hope these girls ain't lying, because, honey, I hope they ain't lying. Because the other girl look like she trying to get out of it. The other Miss thing, girl, she ain't even got no lawyers listed. Girl, she couldn't be reached for comment. I mean, girl, I think this is what happens whenever for me, I just feel like whenever you're in that world of, exclusives and exposing and all that, girl, you got to be real careful, honey. You know, that's not the lane I'm in. I'm more of an opinionated, based type of content creator. You know, I'm not really into the business of breaking exclusives. I don't give a damn about breaking no exclusive. I don't give a damn about exposing nobody. You know, once it's out there and everybody else reporting on, I got a thing I do, girl. Once, of course, we all go to the blogs, but girl, you got to go to the Google, okay? Especially when it's something that's really, really like, let me see who else. If Access Hollywood ain't reporting on it, and People Magazine and TMZ, girl, it's a no for me. Somebody sent me an email a couple of months ago, and it had to do with, I think it was a pastor. Basically, the pastor was basically like on some shady stuff. So I was like, bro, I ain't heard nobody talk about this. So I went on IG. I ain't heard nobody talk about it. I went to Google. I'm like, well, let me see if, girl, Vibe, Magazine, XXL, you know what I'm saying, girl? Girl, Right On, Access Hollywood, girl, ain't nobody reporting on it, girl. I'm sorry, girl. That email went right in the trash can. Girl, I'm not talking about this. Girl, you think I'm about to be out here talking about some stuff that, girl, ain't nobody, no, that's not what she do. So y'all can have it, girl. So all I'm saying is I hope that these, these YouTubers, honey, they ain't lying because, honey, that ain't the path you want to go down, especially if you ain't got no money. Tasha K, I ain't trying to say I don't know if she got that, because she ain't got that $4 million, girl. We know Tasha ain't got that $4 million to pay Cardi, okay? But at least she had enough money to, I guess, be in court. Now, she paid her, I just would not want to be caught up in the middle of no lawsuit. Girl, I don't got no money. Not for no lawyers. Girl, the only thing I can give y'all is about a couple $100 for about 30 minutes. If we can't figure it out in 30 minutes, girl, then girl, just take the video down. Girl, just take the video down. Girl, I'm taking it down because I don't have time for this. Girl, it's not that deep. Girl, I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody on YouTube. Okay? That's the problem. I think that so many people get caught up into trying to prove stuff and wanting to be right. And girl, it's not that deep for me. Girl, take it down. Take it down. Matter of fact, I'm taking it down. Girl, delete in the trash. Girl, it's gone. Sorry. Oh, child. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates speaks on why he said he doesn't support Black Lives Matter, who they matter to. We kill each other all day. We talk about each other all day. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip, and then we'll talk.
They got mad when I said, I don't support Black Lives Matter, because who they matter to. We kill each other all day. We talk about each other all day. You know who talk about me the most on the internet? Niggas. Niggas. You know what's worse than a nigga? 2 of them. Make you don't want to be a nigga. Yeah, man, it don't be nobody else talking about me. It be niggas, my own people that look like me. Talk about me like a dog. Kick me when I'm down. Can't wait. look at Gates. Went to jail, they celebrated, clapped their hands, it was happy. I don't look at color and see race no more. I see real and fake, that's it. I don't like they got mad when I said, they got mad when I said.
All right. So this is just for me. Everybody clearly has their own way of thinking. Let me close this because I feel like this part gonna be a little long. I'm a little long-winded. I remember like when Black Lives Matter first started, and I remember the conversations being had on TV and just online. I, at the time, low-key felt the same way that Kevin Gates felt. I didn't understand at the time how we could go around screaming Black Lives Matter when, girl, We treat each other like shit. We dog each other out, kill each other, right? So it's like, girl, how are we screaming Black Lives Matter when, girl, we killing each other? Girl, what? And then one day, a light bulb went off. Black people don't kill black people because they're black. Black people ain't killing black people because of the color of their skin. These black women and black men who have been killed at the hands of white folk, whether it is cops or not, right? Whether it was Trayvon Martin's killer, George Zimmerman, that was his name, right? Wasn't a cop. They're killing black people because they're black. When crime does happen amongst black folk, it happens because it's usually in your proximity, right? So if you live in an area where it's nothing but mostly black people, then unfortunately crime may happen. And when that crime happens, whether it's robbing, violation, killing, the person on the other end is probably going to be black. Just like in a white area, just like in an Asian area, just like in a Hispanic area, right? So I get Kevin's frustrations, right? But we have to realize again that, girl, crime happens amongst all groups of people, amongst all races of people, right? It's just not black people killing black people. And again, when black people do kill black people, or crime happens amongst black folks, or, a black area, it's not because the person is black. So when Black Lives Matter was created, from what I understand, it was created because, again, of black people dying because of the color of their skin, the injustices that black people go through, right? Now, with all of that being said, I also believe that when people do scream Black Lives Matter, even though, from what I understand, Black Lives Matter, the hashtag was created by queer black and brown women. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I think I read that one time. I know that I don't necessarily, if something was to happen to me tomorrow, I don't believe that, the girls would march and beat the streets, right? Because when things have happened to other members of LGBTQ, whether it was Tony McDade, Isaiah Brown, nobody said a word. Nobody said a word. Nobody said a word, right? These are the same people who have been shot and murdered by cops, right? And nobody said nothing. So, I think it's safe to say that even though I know what it's about, y'all know what it's about, right? And I know that if my life was taken tomorrow, it probably would not have the response that, for example, George Floyd received, or any other of the black men or women who were killed at the hands of a cop or, some white person. It wouldn't be the same response. But even with that being said, that does not mean that I don't, or I feel as though the organization should be shot to hell and that you shouldn't take it seriously, right? I can step outside of myself and realize that even though I feel the way that I feel, that it's still something that needs to stick around. That's why I get so frustrated sometimes with, now let's just have some kitchen table talk. That's why I get so frustrated sometimes with y'all niggas. Because I remember when all that mess was going on with one of the founders, I really didn't report on it because I didn't want to say the wrong thing. But allegedly, they say that she, the money was It was something funny going on with the money. Houses being bought here, there, right? And I remember Candace Owens like popping up at one of the ladies' house and, you know, making it seem as though she cared about Black Lives Matter and she just wanted to get down to, you know, to make sure that these people were doing. And I'm like, and then I see so many black people online like, well, I don't see nothing wrong with Candace doing it. Girl, Candace don't give a fuck about no Black Lives Matter. She'll rather have the whole shit shut down and have people stop saying hashtag BLM. But y'all be so quick to like, instead of trying to get rid, like, so let's just say, for example, the people were doing dirty and doing wrong and mishandling the money and stealing money, right? That's not right. But instead of getting rid of those people, y'all want to just get rid of the whole goddamn organization. Like, that makes no sense. To me, it doesn't. And I don't even think that, girl, like, again, like, I don't even think the people would give a fuck if I got shot or died tomorrow. Girl, they'll be like, oh, girl, a punk died. Girl, it is what it is. He probably did something to deserve it. You know how the people do. But it's like, instead of trying to get rid of the bad apples, you would rather just shut down the entire organization. And instead of looking at people for what they really do and how they're really moving, like the Candace Owens and shit, right? Y'all would rather get behind her when y'all know the way Miss Mamas move. But y'all will get behind her in support of just shutting down the whole organization instead of saying, girl, you don't even give a fuck about Black Lives Matter. You stay over there. We're going to handle this. Let's get them out, put some people in, right? And then, okay, we're going to start new. But yeah, Kevin, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. I get what Kevin is saying. I can get how some people can be frustrated. But again, you know, black people are not killing black people because we black. We're not. The white people, you can't even go jogging around the block without somebody pulling the shotgun out on you. They doing that because you a nuke. All right, I'm done. That's all I had to say. All right, y'all. What else we talking about? Oh, and then I'm going to be done because I don't even want to talk about this. Here we go.
Fuck that. I ain't buying food for no other fucking kids.
Bro, are you serious?
Fuck that.
It's McDonald's. It's McDonald's.
This is the fucking...
That's a dollar menu, Fredro.
So fucking what? What look like? Where they father at? Or is they father buying my kid food? Listen, but this is the mistake. You don't go to the door and say, here's food, and knowing them other fucking gremlin motherfuckers ain't got no food.
Right.
What he should have said was, yo, tell my little nigga to meet me outside in the motherfucking foreign, nigga. And sit in the seat and eat his McDonald's and listen to some real hip hop, nigga. That's what's supposed to happen. You eat your food, you build your son in the car, he go there with a little tartar sauce on his mouth, whatever, ketchup, and that's that. They don't see nothing, you ain't eating in front of them.
I didn't even want to talk about this. I didn't. But it got my nerves worked up, so I felt like I had to. We already talked about this. I made a whole video about this. Y'all know where I stand. And I know where some of y'all stand. And again, this might be just one of those situations where we have to agree to disagree. The first thing is, girl, some of these niggas, y'all refer to y'all sons as little niggas. Girl. Tell a little nigga come out in the car, we can sit in the foreign, listen to some real hip hop. So you would rather have your child come out to your car, French fries, ketchup, tartar sauce, possibly ruining your car instead of just spending $10. Listen, this is the thing, right? And then I'm gonna be done with this. I'm not saying that you should try and feed every kid in the world. Realistically speaking, it's not possible. It's not going to happen. You can't feed every kid in the world. We know that. Hell, it's not even realistic for a lot of us to try to feed every kid in your city. Hell, every kid in your zip code, right? But I don't see what the issue is with you having kids in a home at the same address and the argument be what the fuck they daddy at. And the only thing that we're talking about is $1 fucking burger. Like, that's the gag for me. We're really debating about feeding children like they grown ass people who can fend for themselves. And I've said this and I'm gonna say it again. I have never, ever walked into my sister's and my brother-in-law's house and had food or snacks or candy for Tatum and Sloan and did not bring anything for my brother-in-law's son from his previous relationship. No. What the fuck I look like walking in the house with McDonald's for Tatum and Sloan and then saying, well, what the fuck his uncle at? He ain't got no uncle. You can't tell his mama to tell her brother to come bring him some McDonald's. Do you know how fucking insane that sounds? Just the other day, last week, I took Tatum and Sloan to gymnastics practice. We on the way home. Sloan say, Uncle, girl, I finally got some ice cream from McDonald's. It's not the ice cream that I wanted to take them, but girl, it's some ice cream. Sloan said, Uncle Rodney, can we stop and get some ice cream? Can we get some ice cream from McDonald's? I said, sure. I said, let me call your mama. You know, my sister, she don't play about the kids. Girl, where y'all at? Y'all should have been home 7 minutes ago, right? So I said, let me call your mama, make sure, you know, so she'll know that, girl, we taking a detour. So I called my sister. I said, I actually told him, I said, call your mama. Call your mama and tell her that we're going, well, they say mommy. I said, call your mommy. I said, call mommy and tell her that we're going to go to McDonald's. Of course, they back there on their iPads playing the game, acting like they don't know how. Now, my girl, I'm about to go to a whole rant. My nieces be acting like they don't know how to do stuff when they don't want to do it. So acting like she don't know how to call my sister on FaceTime. Girl, as many times as you done called and asked me for french fries and donuts, now all of a sudden, you don't know how to FaceTime. Okay, girl, you just don't want to get off the game. Whatever. Call my sister. Hey, girl, we about to go to McDonald's get some ice cream. Oh, okay, fine, that's cool. Got off the phone, right? When we got to McDonald's, I said, hey, is Kaysen at the house? They said, yes, sir. He was upstairs playing his game. I said, okay, cool. I got 4 Sundays. What the fuck I look like walking in the house with just 3 Sundays for Tatum, Sloan, and Bailey, and I bring one for Kaysen? You know how fucked up that is? Like, I feel like, I almost feel like as much as people act like they care about kids, and maybe Fredro really don't give a fuck about the kids. Okay, cool. But I feel like some people who try to act like they care about kids, some of y'all too, sorry, y'all really don't give a fuck about these kids like that. The simple fact that we're even arguing about feeding kids in the same household, I'm not saying go around the neighborhood and try to feed every kid. Okay? A lot of people ain't got no money for no shit like that. Thank God I have at least $10 on my fucking debit card where it's not an issue that, girl, I'm gonna feed the kids. Now, am I walking around here trying to feed every fucking grown person? No. Hell, I'm not even trying to feed every kid. But kids in the same house, even if they have different fathers, we're really having a debate, an argument over fucking dollar cheeseburgers. Y'all act like we going to Shake Shack. Now I understood that we went to Shake Shack. Now, girl, ain't nobody getting shit. Girl, Shake Shack is for grown people. Okay? Hell, I ain't never even took my nieces to Shake Shack. When I go to Shake Shack, when I go to Shake Shack, I eat my food on the inside. Okay? You know, them burgers will run you $11. Get you a double meat with some bacon. The Smoke Shack. What is it called? Smoke Shack? Whatever it's called. That burger is $11. Get you some french fries with cheese and bacon. That's $5. The other day I went to Shake Shack and spent $20-something. You know, Shake Shack burgers, for those who don't know, they're like the same size as like a McDouble from McDonald's. Those burgers are not big. I'm just saying, y'all, like, girl, we have to do better. Like, we just have to do better. We too old to be walking around. We are too old. And too many y'all, and I'm about to say something, I don't want to be offended. I don't want to offend anybody, but too many of y'all have kids and live check to check and need assistance from family and friends. For some of you to have the idea that it's okay for people to be like, well, where his daddy at? Because somebody could say, bitch, yeah, exactly. Where his daddy at? Why you asking your grandmama, can you hold $50? Why you asking your best friend to hold $100? Where his fucking daddy at? You see, I just feel like, girl, we start taking a stance of where the daddy at. It's kind of like, I don't know. I just think it's weird. And we talking about food, y'all. I ain't talking about buying every kid in the house a pair of Gucci tennis shoes. I ain't talking about buying every kid in the house a Gucci shirt. I'm talking. We are literally having a conversation about feeding kids, one, and then we're having a conversation about feeding kids McDonald's, two, and then we're having a conversation about feeding kids from McDonald's from, girl, more than likely the 99-cent menu. And in real life, girl, I've been in that position before, girl. I already know how it is, girl. I grew up with a whole bunch of, girl, it was me, my brothers and sisters, right? Girl, I've been where, girl, my mama would go to the store, get a bottle of soda, right? You get the off-brand for 99 cents. Get you a 2-liter bottle? A 2-liter bottle of soda for 99 cents. Go to the store, go to McDonald's, get a couple of things of fries, get a few cheeseburgers. And back in the day, you know, stuff was way cheaper back in the day. You know, a double cheeseburger was $1. Now I think they have like the McDouble, where it's like $1.50 or $1.89, I think. I think a regular cheeseburger, like the ones that come in like the kids, what is it called? The Happy Meals, I think they're like $1. But if you want like the 2 patties, I think it's like $1.50, a McDouble. A McDouble, I think is $1.50. If you want like to add bacon, I think it's like $2 and some change. But y'all be like, yeah, girl, I would rather have y'all say I'm broke and I don't have no money. I at least can wrap my head around that. But even with that being said, girl, we're not finna be fighting about no feeding no kids in the same house. McDonald's. We're not gonna do that. We're not doing that. We feeding the motherfucking kids. We feeding the kids. We gonna feed the kids, right? I ain't gonna never walk into my sister's house. And the truth of the matter is I barely see, sometimes I don't even really see my sister's stepson, sometimes for months at a time. Because if I go over there and he, you know, they switch, you know how when you co-parent, girl, you gotta have your kid when you have your kid, right? So I don't even, sometimes I might not even see him for months at a time, depending on when I go over there. If I didn't see him, you know, he could have been upstairs playing the game or whatever, child. I'm running in, running out. But I'm still not going to treat him and have food for my nieces and walk in the house with McDonald's or, girl, Chick-fil-A if that's what they want, and not bring nothing for him. I already know what he wants. He want a 10-piece nugget from McDonald's. He don't want no sauce. He don't want no ketchup, nothing. He just want a 10-piece nugget, girl, and a Sprite. Girl, I know that now. You think I'm about to walk in the house? I just think it's weird that so many people took a stance on not feeding children in the same house because they got different daddies. And then y'all wonder why these children grow up and they don't have the best relationships with their siblings, right? Hell, they don't have the best relationships with y'all. Because you sitting there letting they brother or sister eat a Happy Meal in front of their face. And they got to eat a fucking ham sandwich. And y'all know that's wrong. And again, I'm not talking about clothes, nothing. I'm talking about some goddamn McDonald's. That's what the conversation is. Some goddamn McDonald's. Anyways, I'm gone, y'all. I ain't making no more videos today. I'm gone. I have Real Housewives of Beverly Hills up tomorrow. All right, bye y'all. And I need to charge my phone because you know it's been storming outside. You know the lights over here, girl, they'll turn off and honey, they won't be back on to the next day. So I need to put my phone on the charger to make sure that if the lights go off in the middle of this thunderstorm, honey, that girl, at least my phone got some juice. All right, bye y'all.